Hey guys, it's Cheyenne. I just wanted to thank you so much for coming to the channel, Positively Cheyenne, and supporting me. And I'm sorry to keep you guys waiting. And you may not even really like this video today, and I'm sorry about that. No, I'm not. But, you know, if it's not something that you want to hear, you don't have to hear it. You don't have to support it. That's fine. I know that this whole entire world has gone either political, selfish, negative, and just put everybody against each other, whether it's about, you know, politics, whether it's about health, whether it's about vaccinations, whether it's about, you know, just anything. I know that it seems to be a lot easier for people to fall into a negative pattern than a positive one. I don't know why that is. I mean, there's different aspects to it, right? Like there's an aspect to people believing negative things about you, or them gossiping about negative things about you because it's easier to celebrate someone's failures than their successes, which is unfortunate. But that's not exactly the topic I want to talk about today. I just got off work. I'll kind of update you on my life thus far. And I'm sorry I look like a nerd today, but yeah, like I said, I got off work today, probably 20 minutes ago. And so I'm in my nerd glasses. I know you can see my ring light through my glasses. I really don't care. But it was just something that's near and dear to my heart, because with this pandemic, now it's worse than it was in the beginning, right? Like, it's worse. Florida is the worst place to be right now. We're the epicenter of all this crap. We have had 21,000 new cases yesterday, while places like, you know, New Jersey has like 900 cases. Luckily, my kids are there right now vacationing. But while I miss them, and while I feel like nobody can protect them quite like their mom can, I'm glad that they're not here right now. So, but anyway, I just wanted to kind of go over, there's been a lot of misunderstanding. A lot of people think they know what they're talking about. A lot of people think that they're doctors, think that they're scientists. And they just believe the hype of bullshit. They believe whatever somebody tells them, that they've been brainwashed on, and things of that nature. And my channel is about not brainwashing you with half-truths or rumors or, you know, cult, like what I like to say, cult beliefs. It's not about that. If you don't choose to vaccinate yourself, that's your business. I disagree, but that's your business. That's not what this is about. While my beliefs are, I do feel like people should get vaccinated. I do feel like there is a medical population that does have restrictions, because there are people that are allergic to things, right? There's people that have, you know, immunocompromised systems due to cancer or things of that nature, and they are allergic to maybe something that's a chemical makeup within the vaccines, you know, things of that nature. So, you know, I wanted to kind of brush up on that and kind of school you guys in what the truth is with how people are trying to make you not believe in the vaccines, make you think that they don't work, make you think that they're ineffective. That's not true. If you go and check out a CDC report, which I'll link the article to another YouTube video within my bio. It's a video of a guy from the UK, but he breaks down the CDC report detail for detail. It's 29 minutes long, but it does go over details that are imperative for the community to know, so that they can stop with this, you know, negative cycle of just bashing people for what they don't even have the slightest idea of what they're talking about. I know that you guys have heard of what breakthrough infections are. So breakthrough infections are people that, get the vaccine, and obviously the vaccines are 94% effective, 96% effective. I know J&J is like 80 something percent effective. But what a breakthrough infection is somebody who's vaccinated that gets infected with, let's say the Delta variant, right? So there's actually a percentage that could cause breakthrough infections without there being a Delta variant. The reason why there's breakthrough infections is because, for one, people that have had, an organ transplant, or they have had cancer, or they are on immunosuppressed medications like steroids for arthritis, things of that nature, it actually reduces your antibody count. The vaccine just doesn't create as many antibodies in your body as, it would someone that doesn't have, those sort of ailments. So the reason why breakthrough infections occur is because everybody's different. There could be someone that just does not create antibodies and replicate them at the rate of speed that other people do. Or not at all, so they did a study where they actually gave cancer patients and people that were on immunocompromised medications a third dose. So Moderna and Pfizer are the 2-dose vaccine. Johnson & Johnson is the 1, right? So they gave these cancer patients and the immunocompromised medication people a third dose of it, and then they saw that their rates before for antibodies were like 40 to 50%, and now after the third, they were like 60 to 80%. So the reason why breakthrough infections occur is because of people's body makeup and because of things that they could have gone through. It's not that the vaccines don't work. They do. There's plenty of studies to show that they do. The CDC came out with a report that showed, the weeks that, the new Delta variant is out week by week by week. And so it was like 8-fold in preventing the disease at all. So the people that were getting infected with the Delta variant, like 20% of them were, I think 20% of them were people who had vaccinations, but the other 80% were people who never had it. So, and then for hospitalizations, it was like 25-fold that, in 0.04% of people, or 2%, something like that, of people that, the vaccines were preventing hospitalization across the board. And then deaths, it was even less than that, that it wasn't happening. But again, these breakthrough infections, these hospitalizations, even in the smallest numbers, are, for the most part, they're not healthy individuals that have great antibody counts, strong immune systems. They're not. And, if you don't choose to vaccinate right now in the middle of this pandemic, then that's fine, don't. But I would recommend stay home, stop going and congregating indoors in large, groups, or, wear your mask where you go places and in large groups indoors. I've been vaccinated, guys, since April, and I still wear my mask everywhere. Even though Florida said that we didn't have to, and vaccinated people could not wear their masks everywhere and whatever, I still did. I have 3 kids. One of them has his vaccine. The other 2 do not. But I'm one of those crazy ass people that until this thing is under wraps, and until we've, gotten to herd immunity, and until we have put these variants that can just keep popping up to rest. Listen, there's always going to be variants. There's always variants to the flu shot. Even now, you guys don't hear about it because you don't research it, and it's not a main thing in the news. There are 30 to 55,000 deaths a year still from the flu. Nobody talks about that. The vaccinations for the flu change strain chemical makeups all the time. So for last year, my son, we had COVID in December, and then he had gotten like some sort of virus like a month later or something like that. And I'm like, there's no way this kid has COVID again. There's no way. And, you know, I'm like, he's supposed to have antibodies for at least 3 months. And that was without the vaccine, by the way. After you've been infected, they say that you can't be reinfected. It's very rare. But if you were to, it would be, you have 3 months at least of remission of the virus or whatever. So I took him to the doctor. I had him COVID tested anyway. I had him strep tested. I had him flu tested. They all came back negative. It was just some viral cold or whatever it was. But when she said, hey, he came back negative for flu A and flu B, I was like, what the hell is A and B? I had no idea. Like, you know, so just understand that obviously there's not a lot of people, you know, there's the same probably amount of people that have never gotten a flu vaccine, which is why that there's still variants that go around. That's how they mutate, right? Is in able bodies that don't have the antibodies to fight it off. So it just creates new strains, and then it passes around. So, you know, be educated, guys. Do research. Don't just flap at the mouth because this whole entire nation has become some political war. I understand it's important. I understand there's left and there's right and whatever. And it's disappointing at this point, and I'm tired of hearing about it. I understand, you know, how people, you know, want their freedoms. Hey, I get it. I absolutely get it. But if you don't believe in the vaccine and you don't want to wear a mask, then you need to be compassionate and think about other people. That's what it's about. It's about thinking about other people. I'm vaccinated. I still wear a mask. Because, for one, my 2 little ones of my 3 are not vaccinated yet. I do it for other people. Do it for other people. You know, and what I was saying, do it for other people. If you don't want to get vaccinated, don't. But be smart. Like, wear a mask. You know, avoid large crowds. Just for now, guys, until this thing goes down. I'm tired of this shit. Aren't you? I'm really tired. Like, I have bad anxiety issues as it is. And I stay inside. I try not to go anywhere. If I go somewhere to a restaurant, I make sure they have outdoor seating. And listen, I know that Florida is the epicenter of this. If you guys live somewhere else and you guys aren't experiencing a wave of this, then God bless you. Stay where the hell you're at. Don't vacation here. And, you know, I'm disgusted with the governor because he just, like, our schools are about to open August 10th. And while the death rates and the hospitalization rates are low in children, it is still a possibility. I just saw a news conference today for Orange County, 2 different hospitals saying that how they had 120 children within the hospital. I don't know if it was a range of certain time. I don't know if it was concurrently right now. Another hospital had four kids. These kids are irresponsible. They are. They're not going to sit there and sanitize their hands. They're not going to stay away from each other. They're not going to wear their mask over their nose. Believe me, I have 3. And it's not a matter of, oh, if it kills them, or, oh, if they don't go to the hospital, it doesn't affect. they spread it. They spread it to other people that it could harm. So our governor, being the genius man that he is, decided that it was not necessary to make a mask mandate within schools and just make it up to the parent to do, because they've been through so much and it is so mentally taxing and it is so awful for them to wear a mask and not show their smiling faces. What happens when these kids don't wear masks and their parents get infected and they get put in the hospital? I know people, friends, family friends, who have been in the hospital near death. Near death, okay? It's not a joke. It's not a joke. My 14-year-old son brought it home to my whole family. And guys, like, I haven't even talked about things like this, but I still deal with like my ears popping from COVID. I had this cough for like a month straight after it. And I'm one of those people, like, I can take pain pretty well. I'm like one of these farm girls, you know, like I just, you know, if it's not putting me out, I'm fine, you know. I'm not like a man, you know. A man whines about everything when he's sick, like he's on his deathbed, regardless if he is or not. So I don't know, but it was just like, it was this annoying, like, burning feeling. And I just coughed for a long time. And like I said, you know, I still have this like ear popping every now and then. So I don't want it again. I don't. It's not that it like put me on my deathbed or anything like that, but I just don't want it again. And I don't want my kids to have that conscience of, that guilty conscience of feeling like they're responsible for things that they caused. That eliminates a permanent smile on someone's face, especially a child. I watched my son, and mind you guys, we had it mildly. Like, we did. I know I still have stuff, but to me, it was mild. Okay? And I still remember seeing my son separated from our whole family during the holidays, sitting on the bench by his room, crying, because he didn't know what was going to happen. He felt guilty, and he couldn't participate in holiday functions with us. He had to sit there and watch from a distance us putting our Christmas tree together. And then we had to have, you know, a Zoom Christmas with our families because we had COVID during Christmas and New Year's. So I'm sorry, but I don't really give a shit if these kids are so upset that they can't wear a mask during the day. When did we start raising these like sissy kids? Like, seriously. I understand the young children, like, you know, 6, 5 and under, but come on, man. Like, until you go through it, don't think you're invincible. Don't think that it's just nothing. You have no idea how to react in your body. Listen, I work in the disability field. There are tons of people I know that it takes years to get diagnosed with something, right? For them to figure it out. And we like to trust doctors and think that they just know it based on like, ooh, got a cough, I got an itch. Okay, you got that. No. So there could be things happening that you have no idea. So why in the hell wouldn't you put your best foot forward and learn the science and things of that nature and protect yourself and those around you? It's simple to me. It's simple. So, you know, and I had a close friend of mine who her mother died instantly, tragically and just suddenly. And they're trying to figure out, you know, what it's from. She did smoke. She complained that her throat hurt, and then she just passed out on the floor and she passed away. And she's considered to be young, I'd say. And, you know, my friend, I grew up with them. I babysat my friend's little brother. And I knew her mother very well. Single mom for a long time, raising 3 kids. That was her. And just like that, gone. And you know, her daughter posted something today, and the last paragraph reminded me of things that I say to you guys all the time. Is tomorrow's not promised. Things happen all the time that take our loved ones away in the split of a second. Don't waste your time to tell somebody how you feel about them. Build relationships. Do things to make you happy. Stop pushing off things until the last minute, or thinking that there's a perfect time to do something, because I promise you there's not. There's not. I know someone very well who pushes all these good things away, all these moments that they could have, because it's hard to bury things in their past. It's hard to move forward. And so they just sit there and I'm getting a call. It's my mama. They push things away because they haven't taken a moment yet to absorb things that they've gone through, gain closure, and move past it. So all they do is they just sabotage things that are good for them, and they just stay stagnant in one spot. And guys, it could end up you hurting good people because of it. And so just, you know, be smarter than that. After all this time, after things that you guys have gone through, learn your lessons, man. Learn them. Don't say you're sorry for the mistakes that you make if you're going to do it again. Because then it's not a mistake, it's a choice that you made to do it. It's just a repeated pattern over and over again. And like I said, you could hurt good people, and then by the time that you realize the mistakes that you made and the hurt that you caused, it's too late. It's too late to go back to that person or whatever and make it right, because you never know what could happen. And if it's not death, or it's not some tragic thing that separates you, and it's just you, then shame on you. Shame on you, because you are not just hurting others, but you're hurting yourself. You should love yourself more. And stop letting all these demons that you have in your past win. So anyway, guys, I wanted to pop on here and kind of give you guys some medical background and scientific background to what's going on in our world today. Just to try to educate you guys to make the best decisions. Obviously, always talk to your doctor first if you are talking about vaccination. But if it's not for you, then just do elements to protect yourself and protect the others around you. So many things in our life, we don't sit there and we don't think about who it would affect in the moment. We just do it, and we think about the consequences later. You can't do that. So I know this is a little doom and gloom. I'm sorry. Like I said, I've been going through a lot myself, with certain personal things. So I've kind of, it's not that I'm not positive. It's not that I still don't believe in that sort of stuff. It's just that my light has dimmed a little bit. Because, it gets really hard to just keep trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and getting nowhere, It's hard. And I don't deserve that. So, yeah. But I got a new job. Now I work in VA disability law. What my mom's calling again. I now work in disability law. I'm a paralegal for a law firm. And I love it. It's something that I'm learning quickly. It's really, making my brain work and testing it to its max. But, it's something that I enjoy. It's still in the same field, of disability and things of that nature. It's just that I'm working with vets now. And it's rewarding. It's really cool. I'm on my 3rd week in training, so we'll see. It's, like I said, it's a completely different system. And my mom's like, is your phone turned off? So, but yeah, that's kind of like what I've been doing, but it doesn't affect me doing YouTube or helping anyone. Like, I know some of you guys have heard, that's not the reason why videos or things are not made. There's no conflict of interest or anything like that. So, anyway, I hope that you guys, something resonated with you from this video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment in the bio. Feel free to comment, and I will get back to you. If it's something more personal that you don't want on the public forum, then you can feel free to email me. And if you guys have any sort of topics that you'd like to see be made on the channel, then you can let me know. And then I'm going to be coming out with some more. I've created a little bit of a list on, certain things. Like I want to make one about manifesting your dreams. I want to make one about being a follower versus a leader. I'm going to make some videos about loyalty and limits that you need to place on people in your life, so that you're not setting negative precedences, and kind of breaking your own heart along the way, because it's not just the person doing the wrongdoing, it's also you allowing it is a problem. So we're going to be talking about that. I think I have a couple more. I just can't remember them off the top of my head right now. As I said, it is Monday and it is 5:58. So I will get to you guys as soon as I can and make these other ones. But I just felt inspired right now to kind of come on and just talk about what's going on in our world today. So I hope you don't mind. If you want to say that you hate me in the comments, that's cool too. Doesn't bother me. I'm still going to wake up tomorrow and march on. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm sorry it was a long video, but like I said, there was a lot on my mind. And yeah, so enjoy your night. Love one another. Spread love, smiles. People, how you feel about them right now. Don't wait. And create balance in your life, because you will be happier in the long run if you do that. We're all deserving of love and life, and we can have all of that in a career too. They'll never think that you're not worthy enough to obtain all those things. Just means that your relationship may not look the same way as others, and that's okay. It's yours. Your friendships, your relationships, what everybody else thinks doesn't matter. Okay? Just put yourself first. Create happiness and spread light wherever you can, even if it's dim for a little bit. You'll always bounce back. Just takes a little bit longer each time, but you will. Okay, love you guys. Bye.